Hello from Teacher Melissa. Today I want to talk to you about lighting in my VIP Kid online classroom. And this is also where I make my YouTube videos. So the classroom you see is what I use for classes and for my videos. And I get lots of questions about lighting. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to Jennifer Anderson on the Facebook group Videos and Props for VIP Kid, and she's got her own YouTube channel too. And I learned so much about details about lighting from her, and some of that from this video comes from her, and also from other YouTubers out there that are setting up their YouTube studio or online classroom. This is like a conglomeration of a lot of tips. But Teacher Melissa is a cheap teacher. I like to spend money where I need to for quality, but if I don't need to, if I can make cheap or even free adjustments in my life, I like that even better. So, you know me, I've got a $1 yard sale shelf for my standing desk. So I'm here to give you some step-by-step things that you can try, some free, some cheap, some when you're ready to spend money on your lighting. And these are in priority order. So you can pause as we go along and try each one, and then check your lighting in your camera as you go. Or you can take notes and see if these tips will help you in your classroom with your lighting. Number one tip, get those lampshades off. If you have brought in lamps from around the house to help with your lighting, you need to take the lampshades off. If it's the lampshades that go down over top of the bulb, see my TPR, the lampshade that goes down over top the bulb, you might think, oh, it's making a soft lighting. No, it's not. It's blocking the lighting. I'll show you in a minute what to do for your shades, but for right now, get those lampshades off your lamps. You need it as bright as possible. Tip number 2, once you've got your shades off, is to place your lighting correctly around the room. You need one shining right in your face, right behind your computer screen, your camera, however you've got it set up, and shining right in your face. Then you need 2, if you can, pointing behind your computer at a 45-degree angle to get rid of any shadows on this side and get rid of any shadows on this side. Those shadows are what make it difficult for students to see us, and it's important they see our face, our expressions, and our mouth. So get those lights pointing in a good direction. I'll show you my lamp at the end and how I point my lights. Okay, so those are 2 quick freebies. Number 3, tip number 3. This is where you need to invest a little bit of money. So this is where I would suggest you spend it first. You need LED bulbs as high a lumen as you can get. I'm not here to explain what lumens are and what LED is. You can see that in other videos. You go to the store, you stand in the light bulb section. You find the LED section, and then you find the word lumen, and you look for a high number. High as you can get. Mine's like 480, something like that. So simple as that. Stand there, look for a high number, okay? So you want high lumen bulbs in LED. Now these don't get hot when you use them, so don't worry about putting them in your lamps because they just don't use very much electricity at all. So get these high lumen LED light bulbs. And while we're on the subject of bulbs, do not mix the bulbs in your classroom. Don't say, hey, I've got one high lumen bulb laying around. That'll help a lot. Stick it in one of your lights and then have an incandescent or a compact fluorescent in your others. That will mess up your camera. It can't figure out which light to zoom into. It's very confusing for your camera. So if you've got wonky lighting going on, that may be the reason. Make your light bulbs match and make them LED bulbs. Okay, you've done all those tips and now it's blah, you are like in an interrogation room. Here's what I do to help with that, and it has made all the difference. Listen, you don't want to put one in your face because you get headaches. I get it. I can get migraines if I've got bulbs in my face for too long. I actually wear dark sunglasses when I sit in the dentist chair because I cannot have that bright light. Even closing my eyes doesn't help. So I get that this can be a headache problem for some of us. So here is a tip that I learned that really worked. I use tissue paper as my lampshade. The light shines through it, it stays bright enough with your LED bulbs, and it keeps you from getting so bad of a headache. So if you've got the lampshade that you took off, you've probably got one of those little, they call it a harp, tidbit for the day, or whatever you've got, doesn't matter. The bulb's not going to get hot. You can just drape that tissue paper over. Now let me show you my $20 lamp from Target. If you get seasick, close your eyes for a second. I'm going to pick up my camera and move it for you. So here is the tissue paper on the light shining right in my face. So it's an LED bulb in here. It's super cool. Yeah, it's awesome, but I also mean not hot to the touch. And all I did was take some tissue paper, like gift wrap tissue paper, and I put a rubber band on it to hook it on. So now you're going to see where I teach. There's my dirty laundry. Yes, it's my laundry room. Okay, so I bought a 5-head lamp from Target. I've got one shining. You can see right in my face. I've got 2 pointed at a 45-degree angle on each side. I've got a couple extras, so I just point them up for a little extra light. When I do all of this, my overhead light is not even turned on. Look how dim the rest of my room looks. But then, when I have only that light on, shining right at me, I look like I'm in a well-lit studio. So that tissue paper not only diffuses the light a little bit, but it does keep you from getting a headache. So try that, all right? So now we're ready for the most expensive option when you get this far. If you're ready to spend money, you've made a little bit of money, and you want to up your game a little bit. Invest in an external camera. Now, maybe you've done all these tips and your internal camera is working great. You're ready to go. That's great for you. But if you're still not happy or you want to kick it up a notch, I bought a Logitech C920. This was recommended to me in a VIP Kid workshop. I highly recommend those workshops. They'll really help you build your business. I'm sure there are others out there that work well too, but this is the one that I use. It's got a nice wide angle to it, and I can adjust the lighting if I need to. I hardly ever have to adjust the lighting on my external camera. I stick that $20 lamp up, turn on my Logitech, and it looks like this. So I'm very happy with the camera. Using an external camera like that really draws in a lot more light. So I'm hoping these tips helped you start at the beginning and work your way up and see what you can do. And don't assume you need the entire room bright. You just need you bright with no shadows, and using these tips can help you. Comment below if any of these tips helped you out. We'd all like to hear what you are doing in your classroom. Have a great day.